To create a reaction role, you're first going to want a message where people can react for their roles. As you can see, I've got a message here already set up, which I can use. To start adding reactions to this message, there's 3 ways you can do it. There's one way where you can use the message ID, another way where you can reply to the message, and another way to use the message link. For the message ID, you're going to need to use the command in the same channel and have developer mode enabled, which I will link an article on how to do that below. But basically, you right-click the message, click copy ID, and then you do reaction role add, the message ID, and then the emote that you want to be there. So for example, I will just use ta-da, and then the role. And then as you can see, it's added the reaction for that role. And now if I click on it, it will DM me saying I have now got that role. And if I remove the reaction, it will now DM me saying I've lost that role. To use the reply method, all you need to do is use reaction role add, the emote, and then the role, and then you just simply reply to the message, and then it will add like it did before. Now for the final method, this is useful if you don't want to use the commands in the same channel as you have your message. So what you're going to want to do is right-click the message, click copy message link, go to another channel, then use reaction role add, message link, then the emote, and the role you want to use it on. And as you can see, it's added again, and if I use it, it adds and removes. With reaction roles, you can have up to 20 reactions on a single message. You can also have multiple roles per reaction. So, for example, if I use reaction role add, click copy the message ID, and then use ta-da again, but use a different role, it's going to add to that reaction still. So if I now click on this emote, it will give me both those roles. And if I click on it again, it will remove both those roles. In the case you have one role and not the other, it will add all the other roles, and then once you have all the roles, it will remove all those roles. I've now set up a reaction role which gives a role for each of these reactions. The next command I will now show is reaction role max reactions, which allows you to limit the amount of reactions a user can use on one singular message. As you can see, I can add the message ID, and then if I only want a user to be able to use one reaction, I would put 1 afterwards. And as you can see, it now has a cap of 1 reaction. So if I now react to this one, but then I want to also react with this one, it's going to give me an error message saying that I can only react to 1 reaction on this message. You may have noticed all the way through this video, the bot has been DMing me, letting me know that roles are being added and removed from me. You can disable this through the reaction role DM command, where you can use reaction role DM, disable, and then either all or the message ID. In this case, I will just use the message ID. And now if I react to this, you'll see that the bot doesn't DM me, but the role is indeed added to me. And then if I remove it, not DM'd, and the role's removed from me. With reaction roles, you can also whitelist who is able to use specific emotes or just react on a whole message. By default, everyone is able to. So as you can see in the examples here, this whitelist would add a whitelist on this reaction role for the B emote for just me, so I would be the only one able to use that. And then this one, it would add it to the reaction role with the doggo emote, where a singular role would only be able to react to it. And then this one here, without the emote, only the people in that role would be able to react on the whole message.